Before a counteroffensive, Ukraine probably has as many tanks as Russia. Russia has also lost most of its advantage in ground military equipment. Ukraine had 858 tanks at the beginning of the war. In 14 months, more than 605 tanks were delivered by the Allies, including about 90 Leopard 2 and Challenger 2 tanks. Another 80 Leopard 1 will arrive in June. Also, the armed forces of Ukraine captured at least 544 Russian tanks. Oryx estimates Ukrainian losses at 495 tanks. According to experts, Oryx data cover about 80% of total losses. Therefore, the total losses of Ukraine may amount to 620 tanks. Thus, the available number of tanks for a counteroffensive is 1,400 or so. Russia had 3,330 tanks in military balance prior to the invasion. In 14 months, Russia was able to produce or move from storage plus 600 tanks. Oryx estimates Russian losses at 1,911 tanks. Therefore, total losses can amount to 2,400 tanks. Thus, the available number of Russian tanks is 1,500 or so. At the same time, Russia attracted rather old T-62 and T-55 tanks. During the war, the Allies supplied Ukraine with more than 5,500 pieces of armor. This is double what the Ukraine had at the beginning of the invasion. Therefore, Ukraine now has much more resources than in the autumn of last year. So, the Ukrainian counteroffensive can be more serious and deadly for Russian forces than some thought. And the jokes about the Russian parade just doesn't stop. The only tank in today's victory parade was a T-34. When it heard it was to be sent to Ukraine, it tried to play dead. And more fun from the parade.
Проходит парадный расчет первой гвардейской краснознаменной танковой армии. Возглавляет танковую колонну майор Олег Мамонтов. В составе колонны современное поколение российской бронетехники.
After the parade, Putin hosted a lunch with the presidents who arrived to Moscow. Lukashenko didn't attend it. Russian telegram channels write Lukashenko wasn't at the lunch because of health issues and has left Moscow already, having been accompanied to the airport by an ambulance. What could happen to him? And back in Minsk, Lukashenko didn't say his traditional Victory Day speech, reportedly for the first time since he's been in power. The old fox probably smells defeat, and we know what they say. Rats always are fleeing a sinking ship. Victory Day in Russian Ossetia. Was it a case of friendly fire, or the man just got dizzy? Looks like the fire truck is on fire. In the middle of Moscow. Nothing surprises me anymore. Ukrainian tactical unit Atom found a Russian hideout which was targeted right after. The Russian forces inside fled the scene after their position was covered. The race for the survival of Russian junk and Ukrainian FPV kamikaze drones continues. This time, BMP-1 could not escape, presumably Mariinka of the Donetsk region. An attack on Russian position in Bakhmut. In Avdiivka, Ukrainian artillery is firing on Russians who are trying to advance close to the Ukrainian positions. Field depot of military vehicles were destroyed. The howitzer seems to have also fallen.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.